you smell what the Rock is cooking?
There are many moments in our lives that shape us into who we are. We never quite know what these instances may be or how they affect us. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson experienced one of these life-changing moments when using the teacher's bathroom in high school. But first, what lessons has he brought? First, preparation is key. It is the fun part of any journey, and it is where the character is made. The key is, where does that preparation start? And what is the anchor that keeps it in place? The anchor is the hard work that goes into it, and saying to yourself that no one will outwork you.
You have to smile. I want you to smile big. This is in the WWE.
It's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice. Being nice and kind is the easiest thing you can do, and it can make someone's day. The most important thing you can do is to consider your options and then do the research. Despite hardships in your life, you need to go out and do what it takes to reach your goal. The struggles you encounter, even from early on, make you who you are. You may fail along the way, but use those failures as an important lesson. Keep your drive and determination and learn from those experiences. Where you start in life isn't always where you end up.
And spend time with the troops, take care of my family. I love taking care of people. And I think that kind of thing really resonates with people.
When using the teacher's bathroom at his high school, a staff member approached Dwayne Johnson and told him to get out in no uncertain terms. The Rock responded with a rude remark and brushed that teacher aside. He felt bad after this encounter and apologized to the faculty member the next day. That man was impressed, but more importantly was the school's football coach. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson began his football career that day, helping to launch him to his current superstar status.
And more importantly than my passion, to be honest with you, it's something that I felt the audience really wanted to see.
Well, I started playing football when I was 16. So this is a true story. So when I was 14, 15, 16 years old, aside from my identity crisis I was having, I was also getting in trouble a lot, multiple arrests by the time I was 16. And tell you this quick story really quickly, so because it wound up being a really definitive story. So when I moved from Nashville, then we went to Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. So when I moved there, I got in a fight right away. I got expelled from school, got arrested. I came back. When I came back, I didn't want to use the boys' bathroom because it smelled like smoke and a whole thing with boys. So I used the teacher's bathroom. Went, used the teacher's bathroom. I'm washing my hands. A guy walks in and he goes, "Hey, you can't be in here." Very stern. And I was a punk at that time. I looked at him and I was like, "Yeah, all right, in a second." He screams, "Hey, you get the F out of here." He was bright red, veins everywhere. I kind of walked by him, brushed my shoulder by him. He was steaming. The night I went home, I felt bad. I knew I acted like a punk. I saw him the next day. I found out that he teaches like all the bad kids. I went to find him and I said, "Hey, I just want to apologize to you. I'm sorry for being so rude." And I just apologized. I stuck my hand out to him. He grabbed my hand, he shook it, he held on to it. He said, "I appreciate your apology. I want you to play football for me." I feel like for me, it feels seamless because you prepared for so long, but it's just like you guys prepping for a game. That's the fun part. That's where it's like, it's fun, man. People are paying their hard-earned dollars to come see you. They're cheering, they're going bananas, they're booing the shit out of you or on the road. That's fun. That's what you live for. I mean, that's the juice right there. The prep is where the character's made. And I just don't mean the character I play, I mean the character in here. So for me, the prep is getting with the director, getting with the producers, getting with the writers, so in essence, it's like getting with all your coaches and your different position coaches and all the meetings that you have to have, right? So that's the work you put in. The key for me was, where does it start? What's the anchor? So I could have all these ambitions and you guys have all these ambitions, which is great. It's important. I'll play this role, you'll play that role. I'll execute this thing and it'll come out this summer. You guys will execute this thing during the summer, right, when it's time to really put in a lot more work. But the key with me is just always finding what the anchor is. And an anchor is getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning every day before anybody else and grounding my thought process is in the no one will outwork me, no one. So I heard this quote when I was 15 and back in the lean days, and the quote was, "It's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice." And honestly, brother, being nice, I always say this to people, being nice and kind is literally the easiest thing we can do. It's the easiest compared to being an asshole to people. And not only that, but then also, last thing is, you have an opportunity to make somebody's day. And I remember when I met a few people when I came to Hollywood. I won't mention their names, there's no need to, but when I met them, I was so excited to meet them. I was like, oh, I would consider running, yes. The most important thing I could do is consider it, and then we gotta go to school. Then you gotta learn, right? Because I mean, holding office, any level, local, state, federal, right, and then president of the United States, I had treated that with such amount of respect. It's on fire. You cannot come up the elevator. You can't go through the stairs. You have to use your brain, figure out a way to get in. And the fire is on the 90th floor, so you got to get above the fire line and get in to save your family.
Well, I think a good portion of it is, sure, especially while you're growing up, and those are your examples of you know what it's like to get beat down, what it's like to get just in terms of the struggle, what it's like to be evicted out of your apartment, what it's like to have your car repossessed, and watch your parents go through that is I think is defining as a kid. And then for me too, I knew that I wanted to be something, and it was important to me to be something. It was important to me that I didn't fail. But by the way, and if I did fail, at least what was also important was the lesson. And I didn't realize that until I got older, because you know, when you're in it, you're in the grind, you don't really recognize those things when you're younger, but I could recognize them now and the importance of them now. And just in terms of the drive and the determination, a lot of it was experience too. Get your ass kicked, get back up, and you put the gloves back on and you swing away.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more content.